Universal goo vessels arrived. All people can expend lifespan open goo vessels, some with extraordinary luck, obtaining the sprint on goo. In space, those acquire the sword goo. Invincible sword immortals henceforth, assuming the time freeze goo. It'll suspend temporal at the absolute. My previous life I reached 7's formation, yet after opening colorless goo vessel, I was instantly killed by the emerged goo insect. When I reopened my eyes, I found myself in a dimly lit alley, having reborn century years into the past, previous life's experiences. Though I was a 7th transformation expert, possessing numerous powerful insects, how could I be instantly killed by a single goo? What's the origin of this goo insect? Is my rebirth connected to this goo? Sudden. All previously possessed goo abilities, my spiritual power remained, immediately conducting spiritual selves within my heart chamber. The crimson goo that killed me before. Smolder claws were tightly gripping my heart, yet I felt no discomfort, as if we had merged into one entity. Faintly detected, the longevity carved on its back, unexpectedly reborn with this goo insect, as goo insects spread worldwide, gained goo vessel detection, and appraisal abilities, immediately mentally commanding inspection. Information materialized in my mind. Good lifespan goo red tier of first transformation evolution requirement. Millennium lifespan ability lifespan deaver. After seeing this goo's attributes, my heart skipped beat. This was the mythical lifespan goo, alongside space, time, and fate gus, 3 primordial gus, unobtained throughout my previous lifetime. Whoever masters the lifespan goo gains control of the Tao of longevity. Goo nurturing goo insects requires consuming lifespan. Power lifespan goo reaches unprecedented heights. Possessing lifespan goo equates to possessing everything. Suppressing my excitement, I come to my next moves. Since lifespan can devour other spans, slaughter becomes the fastest path to power. I'll prove my doubt through bloodshed. Strength must come swiftly, for I know in 2 months, the true apocalypse will descend. In the shadows I spotted beggars conversing. I recognized. Who stole my first goo jar? Recall my former self, who should have been a Goo Master Academy, but offended a sanctimonious girl, framed for voyeurism and misconduct, leading to expulsion, left homeless, my most destitute, and desperate period, with nowhere to go, carrying my white-gray goo jar. Liberal arsenal, 10 years lifespan. To activate, I entered this remote alley, only to be targeted by beggars. They seized my goo jar and shattered 4 of my ribs. Had strangers not rescued me, I'd have died here last life. Past life memories surged. I coldly stared at these beggars. You stole my jar last life. No repay with your lives. I produced the jar from my pocket. Both familiar and alien. Its engraved number, sir. Signified decades lifespan cost. The jar revealed new inscriptions, containing a first revolution flame goo. Gray to white. Flame manipulation or refinement. Inherent risks. Could this be the goo jar's instruction? My heart suddenly trembled, staring fixedly at the white goo jar in my hand. If this prompt is genuine, then we could directly determine which jars contain high-grade insect traps. 10 years of lifespan. Hesitated not a moment. I chose to activate it. Instantly, a dazzling white light erupted from the goo jar. On the jar's base stood a crimson goo insect, resembling a flame core, radiating intense heat. The flame goo deep. Exhilaration surged. Guidance appears within it. 10-7 transformation goo master's mental prowess upon sensing me. Voluntarily bowed its limbs and head, civil submission, willing to revive. But the jar's radiant glow instantly drew every alley beggar's attention. He's opened a goo jar. An actual tamed insect surged forward like starved wolves, fixating goo in my grasp. One muttered under his breath, even the most common grade goo insect fetches he by silver coins at goo shop. Premium specimens could reach Senbei. Exchange glances, eyes gleaming with avarice and malice, reaching unspoken consensus, advancing with clubs raised. I merely smirked coldly. Just expect. These beggars repeat their past life choice, still viewing me as easy prey. The leader brandished rebar, sneering kid, hand over the goo insect, and avoid a beating. I gazed at the leader. You want my goo insect. All right. Channel my spiritual energy into goo jar, beginning to reflame goo. In an instant, the flame goo emitted waves of scorching heat. The flames formed a blazing pillar of light. Expression changed abruptly. He's refining goo insects. If he is a goo master, we'll all die. Intense flames erupted from my body. The flames soared skyward, completely illuminating the night. Nearby beggars were blasted away. The lead beggar knelt on the ground, trembling as he pleaded, Don't kill. Oh, I'm sorry. But I showed no mercy, flinging a fireball directly. The fireball suddenly split mirror, in multiple blazing flares. Stricken was every beggar present, as all the beggars perished. I walked among their corpses. Lifespan. Congratulations on absorbing Ibaishi years of lifespan. But with this number, quite satisfied. Just bad beggars yielded Ibaishi years. Beam on the 23 great goo. Goo masters seeking longevity must refine special longevity worms. Those worms requires mass resources and time compared to my lifespan goo. It's like comparing heaven and earth. Not only possess lifespan granting goo, but can also discern goo quality in jars through prompts. This is practically an invincible start. Yet only I know. 2 months from now, our city of Yini will face catastrophic destruction. Countless roast beasts will invade. After that, few survivors will remain in Yini during this. I must improve my strength as possible. Otherwise, it will be difficult to survive this crisis. From my past life, I suddenly recalled a news story. someone once obtained from a blue goo jar in a store. It was the legendary evolution goo. The U ranks Bashabath in the Goo Insect Chronicles, possesses the ability to evolve other goo insects. When this news spread, caused global sensation. During drying out prices of low T-goo jars, probability is low. With good luck, tier jars can yield high insects. Now that I possess the golden eyes, I don't need luck to open goo jars. If I contain this evolution goo. Tier flame goo, potentially evolve into high T goo, then achieve as the stage goo master. Should be feasible. Looking at the filthy alley, I shook my head. First I need to find clean accommodations. I arrive at Senstar Hotel, although I had no cash. My student carport is still valid as currency. Perhaps because I was just expelled today, the system hadn't been updated yet. So these points remain usable, thus I booked a king room. After I lay on the bed planning my next move. Opening goo jars requires initial capital. Suddenly I recall from past memories. During an escape attempt, I once found a buried green goo jar under an old locust tree in the suburbs. This might be an opportunity. After arrest, prevent complications. I prepared to leave for extra jar under the locust tree. But suburbs are from downtown. Dangerous bee skirts. For safety precautions, the second grade on the flame goo first. Sat down in meditation. For the flame goo, here's a lifespan. I still Ibarshi is a lifespan remaining. Getting the flame goo in my hand, the second upgrade without hesitation. Instantly shears of lifespan, refusing the flame goo's body. The entire body suddenly erupted with intense fairy light. Its 2 and 10 trembled continuously. Surrounding it became increasingly pure. Scenes as I exceeded. Gray gusts are relatively simple. Using them to examine the flame goo's attributes. The flame goo's fire intensity is doubled. I nodded in satisfaction. The third upgrade poses some challenges. A century of lifespan improved, but the third upgrade represents a crucial threshold. Substantial power increase upon success. However, until after the jar gamble to attempt it, 1 hour later, around in my past life, I have the ancient locust tree in the outskirts, circling around the area. I quickly located the soft soil patch, distinct from the surrounding hard earth, appearing freshly dug, though it was the dead of night, slightly apprehensive, but known for hesitation. I be digging with my bare hands. Soon enough, I unearthed the green-gray goo jar. Holding the goo jar in my hands, I smiled friendly, still in this sufficiency capital. But when I looked closer, a sudden notification appeared. Lurked a blue-grade stealth goo. I was astonished. Expected a grade jar to contain such high-quality goo. It was only worth by silver coins, while stealth goo costs at least 1 million silver coins. Could even fetch a higher price. In my past, I didn't activate this green goo jar. Just sold it for by silver coins. Fell my blood in frustration, as if I lost a fortune. Fortune gave me another chance. This time I didn't hesitate. Chose to open the goo jar immediately. A century of lifespan vanished instantly. Infused directly in the green goo jar. Azure light erupted from the jar inside. A translucent goo insect stood at the center, exactly the stealth goo. I sighed with emotion. Lastly, I traveled through countless mountains, spent 2.5 years to find one stealth goo. Eventually upgraded to 7th refined. Though classified as blue tier, it's arguably the best. Type in its class after pondering to refine this stealth goo myself. Though I could trade it for more silver to obtain evolution goo or unknown insects. But even if getting stronger goo, finding another stealth goo would be difficult. It's a rare encounter bound creature. As I prepared to refine it, a furious roar echoed in the darkness.